Greetings everyone, and welcome back to another installment in the Phone Archive, a series in which we look at strange, weird, obscure, and unique phones from all around the globe for your entertainment. And today's one, I'm going to be looking at something that is very special to me and means a lot to be looking at. I've already kind of spoiled it in the thumbnail and the title, but I'm really excited to be taking a look at my first ever phone I ever used back in 2005 to about 2006. This device is the one that kicked it all off. Now obviously there's going to be stories with this, there's rambling, ringtones, all that sort of thing, but it is a fairly basic feature phone, so there's not too much that I can show on it. It's more sort of the story and the rambling that I want to be talking about. So I'll put some timestamps in the description so you can skip along to wherever if you just want to hear the ringtones, which are very nostalgic to me, or just alternatively stick around for the entire story. That's completely fine. Whichever option suits you. Let's start. Flashback to 2005, where I was entering my first year of high school, and I was 12 years old. Man, that's a long time ago. Pretty much the start of high school sucked as it always does for everyone. Well, maybe not for everyone, but most people. And I noticed that pretty much everybody owned a mobile phone back then. So in March of 2005, so pretty much a month and a bit after starting school, I asked my mum if I could get a mobile phone, and she said, well, if it's only going to be used for emergencies, then yes, okay, I'll get you one. And I thought, well, okay, just for emergencies then, that works for me. At least I'll have one and I can sort of be fitting in with the rest of the people at school, because that's what I sort of remember in my first year of school, is everybody would just gather around in groups to share like a ringtone or something over infrared and the newer technology, Bluetooth. And while I didn't have a mobile phone that had infrared until 2006, I sort of had to make do with what I had. Okay, time to have a look at the box of my first ever phone. The Alcatel One Touch 332. I've got a big smile on my face just looking at this, but I've actually owned this for quite a long time, and this is not my original phone. However, I do have something original that's inside of the box, but my original one that I did have was all identical to this, the same color, same box and everything. I ended up selling it, I think in 2007 or something like that, because I had no use for it anymore. I'd upgraded by that time. And over the years, I was sort of looking for one, and I never came across one. Then I found one on eBay, which is this one here. I purchased it, and the battery was dead, and I couldn't use it, so it's just been sitting around. Then I found another one, and then I found another one. All the batteries were dead, so I've had to order a battery from the United States, and now I'm able to actually look at this thing for the first time in however many years. But in 2005, how much did a basic phone like this cost you? $49 from Kohl's is what this thing cost me. Mum went out and purchased the cheapest phone that was available and went, here you go. But man, I was happy with this. I remember when she got home with this and was like, this is what I've got you. And I'm like, oh my god. And we plugged it in and it was charging. And she was reading the instructions and she's like, it says to keep it on charge for like, I think it was 7 hours or 8 hours. It's probably in here somewhere. And I was like, come on, can we just power it on? And couldn't power it on. Wouldn't let me. Thanks, Mum. But giving you a nostalgic image, this is what I was looking at right there. Watching that little battery meter fill up. It's already full here, so I don't need to do much, but watching that going, come on. The good old AA energy battery doesn't look like energy. It looks like Lundgid. But I'll put that to the side for the minute because we're not quite there yet. As I said, this is going to be a very rambly video. Pretty much, I thought I was the coolest kid going to school that sort of next, I think it was the weekend that she got it, and I went to school on the Monday and had the phone in my hands, and it was like, I have a phone. And the small group of friends that I did have, they were not really that impressed because they had better phones than me. And I'll tell you some more stories later on about this phone itself. But I used it as my first phone for a year and a bit, I think, before I upgraded to the Sega My X7, which I'll probably do a video on one day. I've went onto that website Moaned. Is that how you pronounce it? Moaned. You input like every phone that you've ever had, and then you can like share it publicly. And so I've got my entire list of all my phones that I've used over the years. This being the first, Sega My X7 being the second, the third one being the Motorola L6, then the LG UA 360, Nokia 6288, N95. It goes on like that. So yeah, maybe in the future I'll cover all my first phone sort of thing. But anyways, I'm getting too lost in the nostalgia right here. Not a lot going on with this. It's basic. It only has a two-way little joystick thing. It's got a cancel button, call end and call on the same button, numeric keypad. It's blue, can't complain with that. The features, color, it does SMS. It's got access to internet services, and it's got a love heart because sharing the love of the Alcatel One Touch 332. I don't know. Basically around the box is pretty much the same thing. There's not a lot going on with this. On the bottom, it just has 5-volt SIM crossed out, because that's right, SIM cards had voltages that you couldn't use in certain devices. Yeah, that's fun. GSM 900 and 1800, only a 2G device, nothing too special here. Oh boy. So this right here, this is nostalgic, my friends. Why is it nostalgic? Because you can write your own will. Don't wait till it's too late. The Southern Cross Will Kit is the easy yet legal way to write your own will. Yes, when receipts used to have bullshit on the back of them. Shopper docket too. God, I remember that. Well, this is the receipt, my original receipt from Coles. But it was purchased on the 15th of March 2005 at 11:18, and the name of the cashier was Sue. So thank you, Sue, for picking the phone out for me. And it's Telstra Alcatel prepaid, $49. That's what it cost. $49. And also there's a fuel docket on there, expires 12th of April 2005. Oh, a little late for that one. But inside the box, we get this little thing, which is a very quick instruction guide. Only use your mobile phone with Alcatel batteries, battery chargers, and accessories that are compatible with your phone model. Okay, well, trying to charge the battery up when they were completely dead, I had actually spliced a micro USB power adapter open, had the two wires sticking out, put it on the battery, and tried to directly feed voltage into it, which kind of killed it in the end. But I tried. I was desperate until I found one on eBay, so I'm lucky. Delete messages by pressing a button, and there you go. How to put the battery in. Click, open, done, easy. Basically, this, quick start guide, customize your telephone, consult your directories, write something or other, sounds and mood icons. Oh, mood icons. There you go. You've got emoticons there. Move a message to archives. Oh, yes. The archives. Oh, we've got more to go. Alcatel services. Oh, hello. Stuff I didn't read when I first got this. I should call them up and say, hey, my 332 doesn't work on Telstra anymore. What do I do? I wonder what they'd say to me. Here's a little Telstra Prepaid Plus card with a phone number on it that I won't show you. God knows what happened to this. Another Telstra Prepaid Plus Pocket News, SMS, and Mobile Fun. If you were on Telstra back in 2005, god damn, I remember Pocket News. You'd go, okay, well, I'll just get a Pocket News message. Meanwhile, that costs you like $1.50 or whatever. On your prepaid credit, you had like 10 bucks off, and it cost you $1.50 to get like one of these codes and stuff. Does it actually tell me the pricing? I think it was $1.50. If you dialed that code, you get Rock Your Body by Justin Timberlake, Foxy Lady by Jimi Hendrix, or Buffy the Vampire Slayer theme by Nerf Herder. And you could also get picture messages like Babe, Horny Devil, and Friends. And you could also get operator logos like two grasshoppers, critters, and a dragon. Critters, that's Hello Kitty right there. That's fair. Oh, it's 30 cents. 30 cents for Pocket News. There you go. I thought it was more than that. But yeah, you could text a whole bunch of things to the service and you'd get stuff in the end. Ringtone wise, there was some sort of a contest thing back in 2005. I don't really specifically remember what it was, but you could win ringtones, and I won a ringtone. And I remember going to my school's library where they had all the computers set up. I typed in the code into Internet Explorer and typed my phone number, and then it sent me the song, and that song was nothing but Drop It Like It's Hot by Snoop Dogg. Sad I don't have that original ringtone anymore to play to you all, because my god, it sounded horrific, but I had it as my ringtone for a while, and it basically sounded like someone was trying to fart down a tube that was then connected to like a saxophone, and then someone had like put a reverb on and like some sort of echo in the making of the MIDI ringtone. It was ridiculous. Here is a rendition of it. Or something like that. Communicating with Telstra Prepaid Plus. Haha, you're laughing at your phone. Actually, that phone there is the 3210, which my mum had. I used to play Snake on that thing. It was cool. What have we got in here? Welcome to Telstra Prepaid Plus. Some great extra services. Yep. You can receive all this stuff. Oh, wait. Some old logos there. Whoa. How many of these are still around? Still alive, gone, still alive, going well, kind of still around, renamed, still good, gone, kind of, getting there. Oh, that's Woolworths and Safeway. Well, Woolworths exists. Chandler's gone, Tandy gone, Better Electrical gone, Retrovision gone, Dick Smith Electronics gone, Crazy John's gone, All Phones gone, Phone Zone gone. They're all gone. Oh, Australia Post is still there, somehow. American Express, Harvey Norman, Grace Brothers, and Myer. That was Australian technology in 2005 there, man. That's, you know, you could go to Tandy Electrical or Dick Smith Electronics and buy yourself a Dick Smith Electronics MP3 player. I've got one that was 128 meg, I think, in 2006, and I used that at school. The first song that I ever had had on my first MP3 player was Owner of a Lonely Heart remix by Yes. I don't remember who remixed it, but it was popular back then, and that was the first song I had on it. I'm just literally having fun, just remembering all of these nostalgic moments. This is kind of just something you'd have in the background, just listening to me ramble, because a lot of people like to listen to me ramble and talk about different things and possibly put you to sleep, which is a good thing. I don't mind that. There's also keep your messages short and sweet, because you'd have up to 160 characters depending on your handset, and if you went over that, you'd be charged for it. So R can be R, later is later, not late R, late. You, thanks for tomorrow, talk to you later. That didn't last long. Great, excellent, be seeing you, happy, and let's meet. I didn't read these. Pocket news on a 3210, yeah, okay. Smooth Criminal, but Alien Ant Farm, oh yeah, I remember that one. Logos, Don't Answer It's Trouble, intended for a Nokia 3210. I don't think you could probably get customized logos on the Alcatel 332, to be honest. Another booklet, the original Telstra Prepaid Plus, God, it's a mouthful to say, Prepaid Plus. $10 included credit with 6 months network access. Literally, this is the specs of the thing. 4096 color display, 96 by 65 pixels, 16 polyphonic ringtones, a built-in hands-free loudspeaker, WAP, not that WAP. Yeah, thanks to a certain someone for ruining the word WAP, or Wireless Application Protocol. Standby time up to 300 hours and talk time up to 360 minutes. If you're under 18, you must get permission from your parent or adult responsible for you before you can use this Telstra mobile service to access the mobile internet. No, I didn't get permission. Oh boy. The manual. What happened to the manual? God damn, it's a little worse for wear, but basically I wouldn't need to go through this because I'm going to be showing you all on the device itself. But your telephone looks like that. Yes, it does. How to put the battery in, how to put stuff in, things and all that good stuff. There's not a lot you can do, honestly, with this, but that's a big guide though. How many pages do you get? 94 pages. Free novel with your mobile phone. You don't get that anymore. Download color wallpapers for your One Touch 332, because you could have color wallpapers on this thing, man, because color was a big thing. Dragons and disco and oh my god. Why did I not do this? I probably wasn't allowed to. How much did they cost? Probably way too much. I never got any of these on my own device, but you could have had a blurry animal of some kind, or a surfer dude, or two red blobs. Use your imagination. It was 2005. Choose a wallpaper from the ones in this brochure. Note the corresponding one. Yep, so select menu, my setup, pictures, then download. You will then be on a WAP page, enter the code and press OK, and it will be displayed in black and white and download. Times were simpler back then. That's all the stuff that you could do. That's all the stuff that's in the box, by the way. You get a lot that's in the box. They're loading this phone up and they're like, oh yeah, it's on Telstra, we'll include that, we'll include this, we'll include that, we'll include everything. I should probably frame this because this is my original receipt. I should probably somehow keep this somewhere, maybe. I don't know. It means a lot to me. Okay, I have been rambling way too long. This is probably the longest you've ever had to wait to see a phone on this channel, to be honest. So, we have one. So this is, I think, the eBay one. This should be the eBay one. Then I got a second one. And this one's a little bit worse for wear, but I'm going to test this to see if there's any custom ringtones or wallpapers on this one. And then I also have the 331, which is basically the exact same phone as this, but with a black and white display. And a slightly better joystick. I prefer this joystick to this joystick. This joystick sucks. That one's just got a little bit more of a bump to it, you know, whereas this is just like a straight up little ticky-tack looking thing. Get them out of the way. Here it is. This tiny thing. My current phone right now is my Fold 2. Technology has evolved in many, many ways. My smartwatch has a bigger display than this. The Motorola V3 external display was almost the same size as the display on this. It's nothing special at all. I had a little pouch for this in my pocket and it had X rated on it because edgy teenager, I guess. I don't know. I guess I can tell this story many years later because I can't get in trouble for it now. And plus my mum already knows, so sorry mum. My couple of times that I actually ditched school, my first time, I walked out of the school with this in my hand. I was pretending to just do random stuff on this, and I walked out of the school like at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then like walked around to the car park and met my mum and was like, yeah, I had a great day at school. And the second time that I ditched school was with two friends, and we sort of were hanging around for about 2 hours, and then we came back and then met my mum, was driving home, and I got a text message from one of my friends saying, thanks for today, it was good ditching school, or wagging as we called it. And I was like, oh shit, had to delete that one in a heartbeat. Just looking at this, man, it's just bringing back so many nostalgic memories. I thought this thing was so cool. I did pull this out during textiles, I remember that, and my teacher took it off me and I almost cried because that was my phone that they took, and then they gave it back to me in the class and said, you can't do it again, and I never did. I learnt my lesson. We have an earpiece, we have branding, the old Alcatel branding. Look at the Alcatel branding then to the Alcatel branding now. It's modern, but on this, it's an at, which looks cooler actually. I like the at than the speech bubble. Buttons, which honestly the buttons are really good. They almost feel like Nokia style buttons. They are so responsive, but the joystick's the one that sucks the most though. Little brightness, shortcut in the buttons, locking it, and around the device we have a 2.5mm headphone jack, which was not included in the box, sadly, because I would have used it, I think. You have your charger port, and around the phone you have a tiny itty bitty hole for a microphone there. All plastic, little hole there for a lanyard if you wanted to have this around your neck, which I did have a lanyard. It was the Fast and Furious lanyard, and I had my locker keys on it, and everyone picked on me for it. Gotta remember that. Yeah, so the at logo, the Alcatel. By the way, this right here is an external antenna connection. Here's another embarrassing story from school. Later into 2005, I believe, people started having a lot more camera phones, and to try and fit in with the general demographic, I did say, my phone has a camera on it, showing them this, and I said, see, look, it's got a camera. One kid that was a friend of mine, he was like, well, take a photo and show me then. I want to see the quality. I was like, it didn't save. Yeah, nailed it. That was the last time that I lied about having a camera on a phone. That was the last time. Amazing that I lied about that though. But I just wanted to fit in, and then my next phone, the Sega Mic 7, had a camera on it. That was the shit, man. Sliding the back cover off. Here is the battery. Massive 600 milliamp hour battery imported from the United States. What? Sony made this? No, they didn't. Surely Sony didn't make this. Telefonica Movistar, which I have a feeling that's come from another country. I don't know how they got it, but they got it. Inside, we have IMEI info. It's called the Alcatel BG3. The weirdo contacts for the battery connection, because, you know, like so. That's why I found it really hard to try and get a battery for this, because you couldn't stick a Nokia battery in this because of the contacts, so it's kind of lost for a while doing that. We've got a Telstra SIM card loaded in there, and that's basically it. You've waited almost half an hour to see me finally getting to the phone itself. Wow. Just a very quick note, I've looked this up on GSM Arena. The screen is actually a CSTN display with 4096 colors, 96 by 65 pixels, 4 lines, 3:2 aspect ratio, was released in 2003, weighs 77 grams, does not have a card slot, of course. Phone book has 250 times 3 fields. The call records are 10 dialed, 10 received, and 10 missed calls, 10 SMS templates, no camera, no loudspeaker. Well, you got an earpiece, that doubles as one, but anyways. Vibration, downloadable polyphonic ringtones, SMS, EMS 4.0, browser was WAP, we had clock, alarm, games, we didn't have Java, predictive text input, currency converter, calculator. Oh, currency converter. God, that'd be helpful nowadays. It's got a calculator too, and 3 metallic colors, but I only seem to have found this one, which is fine. It's good. It's time to power this thing on. I've already powered it on and had a quick play around with it, but I haven't really done much else. So everything that you are going to experience with me taking a look at this is also going to be a bit of an experience for me. Here we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Hello. Alcatel.com. Please check both time and date. The time is 9:40. Nope, no, that's not the time at all. How does one go that way? Oh, you press up and down, don't you? Yeah, okay. And it's the 0811 2. Nope, it's not the year 5000. Perfect. There we go. Look at that screensaver. Wallpaper. Does 3 frames and then that's about it. Does it make any noises while I'm dialing? No, it doesn't. Very basic dialer there. This call service is unavailable. Can't do much with that one. Look at the display close up though. You can count each individual pixel. I know I said that with Servo phone, but with this you literally can if you wanted to. So if I held this, it opens WAP. Or the browser. I should say browser instead of WAP. It might be a little easier. And then this, that's how it locks. Okay. That's right. You had to dial a code. Every time you locked this, you had to dial a code to unlock it. 159. Yeah, there you go. I do remember that now. God, that comes back to me. 5 also buzzes, vibration. 1 is voicemail box, call. I don't want to call anyone. I can't call anyone. It's so sad that I can't do anything modern with this nowadays. I did read people's comments about making a open source, was it open source? No, it wasn't open source. It was borderline illegal GSM network that I could make myself. Kinda don't want to do that, but thank you for the suggestions though. At least I know where I stand in terms of trying to get 2G going again. Alright, so up on the joystick is messages. There is a message on here to Ken, which was an unknown date. Do you remember sending wallpapers like this via MMS? Wow. Also, who's Ken? I don't know. That was one of the ringtones that I had. Archives. The list is empty. Yeah, there's not too much to do on this. Oh, Zoom is here. Oh, there you go. My canned, my number, call back 04 something or other, meet you on something or other. Not too much to do with in here. Then scrolling down is contacts, which is called product directory, not contacts. Information, Ken, Peter and Ken, census 1234. If you were using Telstra back in the early 2000s, you would have had census 1234 on your contacts list. Guaranteed. I don't know if they still do it or not. Menu looks a little something like this. I remember this menu. You had 2 selections. Well, it's a sub menu for the menu. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. Little present, and then it opens up. Oh, exciting, because that's your services, you know, the pocket news. Is there any bookmarks? Alcatel One Touch, profiles, my Vodafone. Oh, was it compatible with Vodafone? All the stuff that was mentioned in the instruction booklet is basically here. But yeah, WAP. Not available. And it wasn't this phone that a friend of mine that I was hanging out with, he had the Motorola V360. I think I've told this little story in one of my other videos. And he was like, oh, you know, you could access the internet on your phone. And I didn't know this at the time with this one, but when I had the Sega X7, he's like, you know, you can access the internet on it properly. And I was like, really? And yeah, I remember him showing me how to do it. And then he sent me stuff, wallpapers via MMS, which I still have saved to this day. Really tiny, like skate brand wallpapers, but nothing I could do on this, obviously. Go into menu, directory, messages, my setup, game, alarms, calculator converter, setup, events, and directory. This is truly the definition of a feature phone for 2005. I think the Motorola V3 came out in 2005, didn't it? Or 2004? Man, while people have all these fancy flip phones and I'm rocking this thing, I've just realized also that most of this video is going to be taken up by looking at the stuff in the box and the stories rather than having a look at the device itself. Don't worry, we got wallpapers, we got ringtones, we got everything. We're going to do the sounds, the ringtones. Oh boy. My original ringtone that I had was Zen. I think it was called Zen. So vibration, sound, yes. Ringtones. Okay. There's a lot in here. If you are using this video to sleep or relax in the background, you might just get a warning from me now, just saying be prepared for what you're about to hear because there's a lot of ringtones here. Let's just start at silence because silence is bliss. Chime high. So my ringtone that I used to use in my head, for me, what I remember it sounding like is dun 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 dun. Let's see if I'm right. I used that as my message tone for a while. Yep. It's not fanfare, it's fanfare. Burp. Burp. Yeah, I remember that one, sir. Oh, Jesus. Okay. If I ever get married, I'll just use this for the wedding march. Easy. Do you want to hear that again? You're welcome. Oh, got some power in it. We're going to do a speaker test. Speaker test with this thing. I wish I had BFG Division to demonstrate, but let me just see. Christ! Because it's a higher frequency, that's probably why it picked up that. That gives you an idea. It's loud. Funny enough, I've actually never pulled one of these apart. But another thing that I did find out with this later down the track of owning this was you can actually pull the front faceplate off because there's a little bit there that actually pulls the whole entire thing off and you've got access to the faceplate. And I did actually try to find one, I think. I think I went to the Queen Victoria Market. I didn't find any because no one had any idea what this thing was. Anyways, Turkish March. That was interesting. God, even Ripley's crying over that one. Was that bad for your ears too? Yeah, Ripley's in here with me now, wondering what I'm doing. The ringtone with the least amount of effort going into it, I award it to that one. Oh, man. Why is it called Zouk? That was also reggae, by the way. Didn't sound like reggae to me. There it is. That's exactly how I remember it. I need a minute. Wow. That is so nostalgic. I need to hear that again. Oh man, that was my ringtone. Apart from Drop It Like It's Hot, that was my secondary ringtone. Memories. Jazz? Which is an insult to jazz, but okay. Okay, the ringtone with the least amount of effort into it goes to that one. That was Space. How is it Space? Oh, Imagination. Yep. I remember that one too. Laughter. Oh god. Oh yes, that brings back horrific memories. That's god awful. Why would you preload that on your phone and go, oh yeah, I've got a phone with ringtones on it, let's put this thing on. Yeah, everyone's gonna love this. Also, I just remembered I did look up the ringtones probably 2 years ago. Someone linked me to a video that's on YouTube of all the ringtones, but I didn't quite get that much of a nostalgia boost because I'd rather have the device in person and go through it like I'm doing. I'm sorry, what was that? Would you like to repeat that again, sir? Okay. That would have been a cool ringtone to have. Why didn't I ever use that? Hello. That's right, it's an actual spring. And we're back to silence. Did you enjoy those ringtones? Some of them were horrific, and some of them were nostalgic. That is a wave of nostalgia right there for me anyways, but my god. Anyways, moving on. Download, volume, that was at the maximum volume. Message sound, which I think all of these are the ones you've heard. Yeah, they're all the same. On sound, off sound. Compose, you could create your own melody. Yes, you could. If I was a proper musician, I'd know that I could be like... Huh. What happened? What did it do? Did it just break? I think it just broke. If only I could read music notes, I could program like BFG Division on this or something like that in MIDI form. Or alternatively, the Drop It Like It's Hot ringtone, you could probably create that within this actually. Pictures, main screen, animation, which is animation. Oh yes, I remember these too, holy crap. So, flowers and mountain wee. Oh, the 3 frames there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the roller skater. Yep. Oh my god. Self-destructing pumpkin head thing? I don't know, man. Is he holding guns? No, he's just got his hands just dancing around. I don't know if I used any of these. I do remember the one that's on the main screen already, but I don't think I used any of these. I don't know. I think I probably just stuck to that. Let's go to view icon. So we've got the phone itself, the desert, sand, stuff, snow, trees, Alps, resort, mountains, flowers, rocky stuff, umbrella, beach, sand, barcode. Oh, that's right. I had this barcode as my main screen. I remember that now. Oh, that's so cool. Because that was edgy, 12 years old. That was really edgy. The beach things there by default. A bomb, that's appropriate. Z speech bubble. A little present there. Shopping trolley, or shopping cart, sorry. Martini. A rim, or a coin. Sheriff's badge. I don't know. Love heart. Thumbs up. Oh, Band-Aids! This thing predicted. Oh, you predicted my future. That's actually kind of spooky. Out of all of the things that this thing could have, it's got Band-Aids on it, man. The thing that's become associated with my channel, which people still ask me to this day. Not that this video is going to be viewed by many people, but people still ask me to this day, what is with the thumbs, man? Originally I wore the Band-Aids to hide my really crappy thumbs that I've destroyed over the years, but I've kind of took care of them and now they're okay now. But I still wear them because it's just in sort of a nature, I guess, to just wear them. It's an icon of the channel. Imagine a s'mores video without the mouse mat, without the Band-Aids. It just wouldn't really make sense, would it? It's also good for copyright too. So if someone pinches my video and I'm, wearing Band-Aids sort of thing, at least I know that it's my video and not someone else's. And also the mouse mat too. Kind of makes it unique. Anyways, that's kind of cool to see the Band-Aids on there though. That's really nifty. Food. I am quite hungry actually. Heart with an arrow through it. The Alcatel branding because of course. Little House on the Prairie. No, it's not Little House on the Prairie. It's a house in the middle of some suburban street area with a city somewhere there. Oh, is it a puppy? Is there a kibby? No. 50s pinup chick? Mr. Michael Jordan doing a slam dunk there. F1 racer. Pop. Yes. 2005. Pop. Yep. Flowers. Angry face, man. I probably use that wallpaper somewhere along this lifespan of the device. What is that blue thing with a thing? That's a thing. Abstract. Very Picasso piece. I guess we can just guess what that is. It's a bunk bed with modifications. Pumpkin, Halloween, a little kid in there, little happy guy. Tiki hut thing, Kung Fu master. A lot to choose from, Jesus. Mr. Snow skier, yeah, skier, that's it, that's the name of him. Breakdancing, that's right, that was the thing. Someone yelling at their hand, or something. Coloured line stripes thing. Mr. Beachgoer bloke dude thing. A little teddy bear. Christmas tree. Palm resort thing. Burb. I was going to say a butterfly, that's not a butterfly, is it? That's a moth. No, it's not. That's a butterfly. I don't know. We're back to the start. That's a lot of preloaded wallpapers. I swear there's more on here than I remember. We're going back literally 17 years ago, so I don't expect my memory to be crystal clear when it comes to the wallpapers, but yeah, I just don't remember there being that much though. On and off screen, you can have animations. You can also have the icons when you boot it up as well, but I've just left it all as default because I never changed that, I don't think. I know when I had this phone, I went into every single menu and played around with everything that I could. I know I did that. Also, the phone kind of squeaks when you're trying to use it here. It's old, it's antique, alright? Might be falling apart somewhere. Color, blue, green, orange, mauve, red. I never had it to red. I like red now. I always had it as blue. Downloaded, main icon, the list is empty. On and off icon, the list is empty. Sounds, the list is empty. Main icon, the list is empty. So this is why I'm going to check the other one to see if anything's on there, because there might be something different on there, I'm not too sure. Zoom, which zooms, but I had it as that because more stuff could fit. Numbers just shows pretty much all the numbers that are associated with the device and the SIM card. That's pretty much within my setup. Game. Puzzle. This was the only game that I could have on this, and I did play this a lot. Go on. So this is essentially Klotsky, Rescue King. Yeah, I don't remember how to even do this now. I mean, obviously, it makes sense to move them around, but god damn, man, that's difficult. What level is it on? It's on easy? I remember being really good at this. Pfft, not now. There's no sounds either. There's nothing. Alarms, you could have this screaming at you to wake you up if you wanted to. I don't think I ever used the alarm. Pretty sure I used a clock that was on the side of my desk. I'm pretty sure I did. Didn't use this for any sort of things like that. Calculator, looks like a calculator. How does one do plus. How do I get over there? I broke it. I broke it. Convert. Oh, euro. Euro and US. US and euro. Currencies. Oh, you can choose a whole bunch of them. So, like, let's do... Does it have AUD on here? Surely it should have AUD. You know what? When people donate on my live streams in so many random currencies, I'm sitting there going, what the hell, man? I've never heard of that before. I should probably have this next to me at all times. Just be like, consult this. What has someone donated? D-marks. Thank you for the D-marks. Pounds. I know that. Krona. Yes, krona. I remember someone doing that. Yeah. Could use this. It's handy. Or just alternatively install a currency conversion app on my phone and problem solved. Conversion rate, which got no clue, but it could be handy. Was never handy to me as a kid. Within setup, we have services, security, pin code, network code, menu code, production code. Activate product code first. Okay, it's yelling at me. Change SIM. Don't think I can do terribly much within here. Clock, time and date, format, languages. You could select a bunch of languages if you wanted to. Dictionary, you can add words. I think I added words to it possibly. Display, backlight. Is it the maximum? Contrast, is it the best? Events, 0 messages, 0 calls, 0 vocal, 0 WAP, and 0 DLNA. And with that, that's it. It's so basic, isn't it? There's just nothing to it. But goddamn, there's a lot of memories associated with this. A lot of memories. I'm so glad that I'm able to take a look at this so many years later. It really does show how much of a leap technology has come, you know, considering, you know, this was in 2005. Then I went to one with, you know, infrared and camera. And then the next phone had Bluetooth, camera, better screen and stuff. So like phones back then, each model was improving something massive. And now phones are just like slab with a slightly better camera. The next year's model, slab with a slightly better camera, and the processor's like 2.35% faster, if that. We've also increased the battery capacity, kind of. Everything else is basically the same though, and then that's how that followed. But back then it was like this. Alright, with that being said, let's power this off. Very basic. Let's check the other one real quickly. Well, the other two. Also, I have no idea the storage capacity of this, by the way. Wouldn't have the slightest idea. Oh, this one's slightly different. This one's got a slightly different sticker in it. Maybe this isn't a Telstra one then. Maybe this is like a an international one. I don't know, we'll try it. If it yells at me that the SIM card's wrong, I'll know, won't I? Oh. Really? Hello. There's a backlight. I think we've got to fix this. We've got to put another display on this. Yeah, no, it's faulty. Wow. I guess we're going to do the teardown then. Actually, before I do the teardown, let me just quickly check this one first. This is the other one that I'm not going to be able to do terribly much with, but I just want to see if it's got anything custom on it. Wow, I can't believe I'm doing a repair then. How did it turn into a repair? Because I've never tested it. Power this one on. Hello, how you doing? Alcatel.com. This is basically the same phone, pretty much. I'll just accept everything. Yes. Yes, except it's just monochrome and more simplified. But I'll just quickly check a couple of things. Any games on? Oh, it's got memo. The other one didn't have a memo. Games. Oh, it's Starshot. What's this? Oh, hello, Killer EXP. What's this? Oh, like a space shooter thingamajiggy going on. That's kind of cool. Mum, why didn't you get me the Alcatel 331? I would have rathered the 331. It had more games, man. Eyes and Star. 3 sets. Oh, okay. Now, what is this? Don't know what you do. Oh, it's tic-tac-toe. Okay, I could have known that if I'd just looked at the display a little better. Run, 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 run. Oh, I just fell to my death. This is Super Mario? Yeah, I'm trying to run, mate. How do you... Oh, wait, why is the platform gone in half? That's fine. Okay, let's just agree with that. That's cool. Config. Sounds. With sounds. Let's try it with sounds then. I'm gonna do that again. Oh, fantastic. What the hell do you do? What is my bloke doing? Don't understand. Eyes and Star. Let's try this again. Oh. Okay. I raise you there. Ah. Ah. Wait, what? Oh. Okay. Killer XP. We've got epic sounds. Is someone sneezing? Is that what the thing is on screen? Is it some sort of a sneezing animal thing? Are they turtles? No, they're not turtles. I just blew up, didn't I? No, I think I have an upgrade or something. What am I doing? I've got no clue, man. I'm just having fun. That's the whole point. I'm just having fun. This one doesn't have WAP because it's an older one. That makes sense, doesn't it? It does have unique wallpapers, though. Does it have the band-aids on it? No. I like this joystick more than the other one. This is so much better. It's just nice and easy to just sort of, you know... Oh, it's a Frogger. Yeah, it's just much easier to navigate this. Let's look at the sounds on this real quickly. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to play all of them, but I just want to sort of quickly... Ooh. I just want to quickly see if there's anything different, and yes, there is. Ragtime? Alrighty. Reggae. Hummel. Absolutely hectic. Bass. Okay, when I think of bass, I don't think of that. Rendezvous. Suspense. I'm going to play Game Over again, because that sounds familiar. Dring? Oh, D-ring. Circus. Slightly horrific, but okay. So this does have WAP, but it doesn't have the option to be able to download stuff onto it, so that's probably the big difference between it. Also, it's got a green backlight too. I didn't really notice that while using it, but yeah, it's green. Well, that's all I wanted to sort of play around with, because this didn't have any memories for me. It's similar, that it's basically the same phone, but that's about it. Let's tear down the Alcatel 332 and get it working. Well, this one anyways. What would the processor even be in this thing? What would they have even put in this? How to take it apart is you just sort of use a tool and off you go. You can just sort of unsnap the snaps and snap the snaps, and there you go. That's how they would change the colors. So essentially, that's how they would make the other metallic colors. It's just like that. Pretty serious screws that they've put in there. If I just lift it out of there, that's it. Nothing going on there. You got the little vibration motor down there and some shielding and stuff. Wait a second. There's shielding on here. No, I can't. I don't want to do that then. I would love to take off the shielding to see the actual CPU and stuff, but I don't want to destroy it unless this motherboard is actually faulty. Like, let me just pull out this display. If I can't switch the display, which I can switch the display. I was going to say if I can't switch to the display, then obviously I can't do much. I'll just rip the shielding off, but I can switch to the display. So I'll just put that there. That's a really strange way to have that going on there, isn't it? And the joystick connection, 2 buttons there and buttons there to click down. That's interesting. Also the headphone jack and the charger port and the speaker. The speaker's actually reasonably big, to be honest, inside of this. Take the keypad out. Metallic, shiny. Here's the motherboard from that one then. So I'll just put that to the side. I can't. I just... No! 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 Oh no, I just broke it. I just broke it. Is this one okay? This one's okay. Oh, dang. Have I committed enough carnage? This one hasn't been taken apart, I can tell you that. It'll go back together. I'll just put that one on there then. So that's good motherboard. And this is motherboard that we just don't quite know if you work or not yet. That's... makes a lot of sense. I'll just stick that back down there. Let's just see if this does work. If it is the display. Aha! Yes. Maybe the display just wasn't communicating properly. Maybe that was the issue. Wouldn't it be hilarious if this one was my original one that I sold all those years ago? Wouldn't it be just hilarious if this just happened to be it? Like, the receipt doesn't have the IMEI info, so I can't check it up or anything, but if this just had drop it like it's hot on here. But I'm pretty sure I would have had to factory reset it, which would have deleted it. So that would have sucked. SIM card. In you go. Is it going to complain at me? Let's see. Looks so weird without the blue shell on it. Oh! Huh. It did display. I mean, it kind of works. It's good enough. Alright, I just want to see. Is game exactly the same? Yes, it is. My setup. So, downloaded. Main icon. The list is empty. On and off icon. The list is empty. Sounds, the list is empty. Memory, 140,357 bytes free. Holy shit, man. So this motherboard actually may be faulty because it's not communicating with the screen. All looks the same in here. Yes, it is. Oh, someone composed a melody. Yeah, what's the melody? That's very sad. Okay, pictures, main screen, view icon. Well, we can't really see what's going on there because half the screen kind of doesn't work at the moment. Oh, download. Yeah, no. Well, at least I know what's going on there then. The contacts just might need to be cleaned. I've just switched the displays over real quickly. No, it's not the display. Oh, the display is a little bit iffy, but it seems to be fine though, probably with a bit of pressure. Alright, well I know this one's completely working, so that's good. Sad that I broke the blue housing, but it was really stuck on there though. The other one had been taken apart. This one has not been taken apart. Just try this real quickly, just to make sure. That's good. So yeah, something with the display and the motherboard, possibly, but that's all good. So let me just take a look at the blue. Oh, you know what? They're exactly the same, honestly. There's like a tiny little nick on there, so that's good. It'll do. It's still the same to me. That looks fine. That's perfectly fine. Alright, cool. So I think I found very difficult to see there, but it looks like there's something a bit faulty there on the motherboard. Possibly leaning towards this being faulty. Okay. I know I could probably heat it up and they'd come straight off, but science. I'm only going to pull one bit of shielding off, okay? That is the processor, I believe. I'm going to Google that and see what that comes up with, but that's as far as I want to go. I'm pretty sure the rest of it is fine. Would you class that as factory? Yeah, it's pretty good. Wouldn't it be hilarious if I put this back together and then all of a sudden it just starts working? I don't think it will, but I can dream. Perfect. See? You'd never know. All I gotta do is just hold this thing together and screw it back down. Sometimes I wonder why I do things. I just had a curiosity. I'm going to take the other one apart real quickly. I just want to see if the screen is actually the same. Wouldn't it be funny if I could use a monochrome display on one of these things? I'll just quickly see if this one works, if this one magically works now. I'm going to really laugh if it does. Oh my god, are you serious? How does that work? How does that work? Oh my god. Here I am going, nah, I'm not pulling the shielding off, not pulling the shielding off, not doing it. And it works. It probably just needs to be reseated, honestly, but, like, you know, that's a miracle there. Miracles can happen. You've just witnessed it. At least I now have that working too. Minus the shielding being iffy. And that happened. Oh, just probably some super glue will get that going back together. Yeah, that's going to need more than a bit of super glue. That's okay though. Let's just quickly get this one then. Also to note, this is actually metal on this one, so this one's kind of slightly higher quality than that one. The innards look cooler though, because it's more translucent sort of looking. Yeah, it's going to be funny to look at the processor that was in that one, because like, I got no idea what it could be. Probably going to be like 5 megahertz, like Game Boy. Actually, Game Boy's probably more powerful than this. Alright, so... Oh, yeah, no, it's definitely different. Oh, no, actually, is it different? Should we do mad hacks? Come on, we're gonna do mad hacks. This is not a s'mores video without mad hacks, is it not? Question. Can you put a monochrome display on a color phone? That didn't make sense, did it? Can you put a monochrome display on a phone that has a color display? I guess there's literally only one way to find out. And my battery's almost dead on this camera too, so hopefully I can do it before it dies. Still got to do the outro yet. Also, there's a possibility I might be filming a job lot soon, because I have like 20 something phones that I need to test. That's gonna be fun. I actually bought a Samsung Note 10 5G plus, what's it called? Note 10 5G plus thing? I don't know. The screen's dead on it, but not in that sense. No, not in the traditional sense. Touch doesn't work, but if you use the stylus, it works. So I'm thinking of using that as like a dedicated job lot camera. I might just build some sort of a contraption for it and have it sort of dangling or something. I don't know. Something. We'll figure it out. Are they the same? They are the same, aren't they? I think it's slightly off. I think they're different. The answer is no. I should have realized. So yeah, the pins are... I mean, if I laid the display on top of that, then it could possibly work. But I'm not going to do that. Now I don't know which board's which. Oh yeah, now I do. Because if I put them side by side, they are actually in slightly different locations. So the answer is no, you can't. But at least I tried. I wouldn't have known if I didn't try. Alright everyone, well that's gonna do it for looking at the Alcatel 332, my first ever mobile phone. I really do hope you did enjoy this video. It's just basic rambling and stuff like that. Just wanted to relive some memories of having a look at my first ever phone. Feel free to let me know down in the comments below what your first phone was. It's always interesting to hear what people, have had in their life, what devices they've used, maybe what your first phone was and what your current phone is now. That'd be definitely something interesting to hear from you folks. But if you do want to see me review my second ever phone and then my third and so on and so forth, I'm happy to do that because it's just nostalgic, reliving the moments and memories of these and where I had them and all that sort of thing. So yeah, if you want to see that, please feel free to let me know. Otherwise, that's it for this one. If you use the timestamps to skip along through this video, that's completely fine, I understand. If you wanted to just skip along wherever, or if you've got this in the background, I hope you did thoroughly enjoy this. But thank you to everyone who has sat through and watched this video or had it on in the background. I really do appreciate the support as always. Yeah, I'll get back to working on some cheapo reviews that I've got to get around to. Got to film some stuff. As I said, that job lot that I want to do, I've got a box over there and a box down there full of phones. So maybe a 20-hour job lot will be next, we'll see. That's another episode of the Phone Archive. I hope you did enjoy this one once again. And as always, please take care, stay safe, be good people, and I'll see you all in the next video, which will be cheapo stuff. I think I'm gonna go have a sleep now. Till the next time I see you all, please take care, and I'll see you then. That was a really fun video. I've got to say, that was really fun. Amazing that I used this back then. Wow. Memories. If you like this content, feel free to leave a like or a dislike if you didn't. Thanks heaps for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.